difficulty, the background stuff, the music, the graphics and such, replayability, and storyline. We're gonna start with the overall difficulty. Having to do with puzzles and such. Haunting Ground. When I was playing through that, I think the puzzles were much harder. They were less obvious, I think. I mean, I ran away. You saw me. I ran around for over half an hour, just being like, "Where do I go?" Because I couldn't find the one little crossword puzzle or word searchy thing. Then I just finally had to look it up. I mean, I had to look up puzzle solutions several times just because they weren't put right in front of you. You don't examine something and be like, "Oh, I think I can use this here," but I don't have one. And that's what Clock Tower did. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, I think Clock Tower was more for the thrill of the chase than the difficulty of the puzzles. And also, well, the evil color room, cough, cough. I don't want to even mention that ever again. The difficulty of Haunting Ground has to be, it's harder than Clock Tower, I must say. I mean, Clock Tower did have the really hard boss fights and such. I mean, I'm still not very good at those boss fights. But Haunting Ground put you in a situation where the main character is an absolute useless broad, and you have to deal with a AI that ignores you. That's your only chance of survival. And I think it's a very good idea. I think it was very difficult, and it's just going to get harder as they go through hard mode, which will start after this. So yeah, on an overall difficulty, I'll have to give it a 7. Now, on Clock Tower, yes, you were stuck with really unforgiving conditions. I mean, if you missed something, I mean, you saw how bad it went with the first time Sledgehammer ever got to me. I didn't get that one key, and that ended up hurting me. I had to run past him, run all the way back, get the key, go all the way back, get the thing from there, and then go in the room. I mean, if you miss something in this game, it will hurt you. I mean, in Haunting Ground, not a ton of the Stalker visits are scripted, when in Clock Tower they are. So, I'm going to have to give Clock Tower 6, just because first time playing through, if you miss, it's going to be very difficult, but then afterwards, not that great. But I'll go more about this in replayability. Now, the music. Personally, I didn't like the music from Clock Tower 3. I thought it was good. I mean, it fit the mood, but it wasn't a soundtrack that I would look on the internet for a few days, finally find, and then listen to a million times before getting tired of it. Now, Haunting Ground, there are a couple songs that I really love from Haunting Ground. I liked all the Stalker themes. The Stalker themes were very original, and the fact that they were all different was very nice. Yeah, you had 2 different Stalker themes in Clock Tower, but it just wasn't as great. Yeah, some of the, I mean, it fit the mood better, but it was good. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Haunting Ground wins on that. There's no rating. It wins. Backgrounds. I would think that. What am I gonna say? I think Clock Tower 3's had a better environment overall. I mean, every environment was different. Yeah, sure, you went through different parts of this huge place in Haunting Ground, depending on which area you were in, but it all looked the same. It was the same colors and such. But no, 1 minute you were in like Paris in a war period, and then the next moment you were in just this old rundown little house with a couple of ghosts in it. And then you went to this castle, and then you were in Africa, and then you were in like this cave thing that was supposed to signify hell, and then you're in this giant graveyard. I think the area was much better in what's it called Clock Tower 3. I'm sorry, it's very early. So yeah, Clock Tower 3 wins that one. Now, replayability. I would have to say that there's no replayability in Clock Tower 3. I'm sorry, but Yes, there's a hard mode, yes, there's costumes, but I wouldn't play this game 13 times like I plan to do Haunting Ground eventually. I mean, Haunting Ground, you have all those different little things, all the different titles that you can get. And, each little title means that you've learned to do a different aspect of the game and perfected it very well. I mean, there's Scream Queen, and you have to figure out how to avoid dying while panicking over 30 times. And then there's, like, you have to turn Fiona into psychopath fighter in Warmonger, and then you have to just speed through the game. Then you have to learn where it's safe to find every item and such. I think it has more replayability, and also, Haunting Ground is different every time you play it. In one playthrough, the stalker might show up at one point, and then in the next one, it might not. You have to always be on your guard in that one. When in Clock Tower, you have to sit there and remember where they're gonna pop out every time. I mean, I played through the first chapter two times, and in both playthroughs, I saw that they popped out at the same exact spots, unless I was taking forever. So yeah. Now, so Haunting Ground wins that one. Now for storyline, both of them had very limited storylines. I would have wished for a little bit more in-depthness, but I also like the fact that it wanted you to think about it afterwards. It made you think, well, maybe if I play through again, I'll understand something that I didn't before. In both, what I thought was weird is that in both Haunting Ground and Clock Tower 3, they were both after, everyone was after something in their body. They wanted Fiona's Azoth, and then they wanted Alyssa's heart, which I thought was a little weird, but personally, I think my favorite of the two storylines would have to be Clock Tower 3. Why? Because Clock Tower 3, it was more, it wasn't just, okay, you're stuck here. No, it's like you have this duty to uphold, but at the same time, doing this duty will make you put your life at danger, and they're going to try and take something from you. Your heart. They're going to take your heart from you on your 15th birthday. I mean, I thought it was very well done, the storyline. I just wish that the ending would have been better. Oh my god, it was like 3 seconds long. So yeah. But I would have to be a tie. I think the ending of Haunting Ground kind of left you to think for a while when, Clock Tower 3, there wasn't much to think about. I mean, they just did it. You just have to think about, oh, what did I do afterwards? So, yeah, I think they're just about equal. I mean, one's better in depthness, but then the other one makes you think more. It makes it even more in depth. Now, overall impressions. Haunting Ground was the less challenging game of the two. I found that I could just run away and not have any problems if I just kept going along my business whenever I got attacked by a stalker. I mean, yes, I might have to run in circles a little bit to make them just give up after a while, but then the puzzles were more difficult. I thought I was forced to think more in my first run through, but I was also made to think on my feet when when a catastrophe happened, which was like Huey dying or me panicking. It was a more think on my feet thing. I mean, you couldn't even access the item menu when you were panicking. Now, in Clock Tower 3, I think that was the more difficult game, just because the mindset of the stalkers was more to kill than just to annoy. You were stuck in a lot of tight corners, you were stuck in a lot of really bad situations after cutscenes at many points, but also you had to deal with the ghosts as well. I mean, if you didn't solve the ghosts, they might end up coming back to kick you in the butt later on. Personally, the game I would like to play, I mean, if I had to get rid of one of them, it would have to be Clock Tower 3. I'm not playing through that game again. There's no way. I would never do that again. I mean, I might do it again long time from now, but I mean, it might end if I do record it again and start posting it again, it might just be because a friend wanted to play or something, and I wouldn't record it, just because I'm a dork like that. I would never actually really want to play this game again, but Haunting Ground, I mean, there's still a lot for me to do in Haunting Ground. You're going to be stuck with a lot of Haunting Ground vids from now on, folks. I'm sorry, if you don't like Haunting Ground all that much, but Haunting Ground is wonderful. I loved it, and, Yeah, I think Haunting Ground would have to be the better game of the two. Now, that's not saying that Clock Tower 3 wasn't a good game. No, and on the contrary, I absolutely loved it. It's just the fact that I couldn't imagine myself playing this game probably ever again, unless it's just with a friend or something. But I wouldn't do it again for a Let's Play. I mean, I'm going to have several more Let's Play Haunting Ground sets and such, so, yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. This has been Koon-san, and thank you for listening to my rambles and comparisons of Let's Play Clock Tower 3 and Let's Play Haunting Ground. Bye-bye.